Welcome to Jacksonville, annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. The Gators and the Dogs. You put them together on a football field, sparks fly and memories are made. This is the kind of game that can help define an entire season. And a rivalry like this is what makes college football great. Yeah, the tradition and the history, but right here, right now, there's great intensity. This is why these guys came to these schools to play in games like this. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. The Dogs will kick this deep to begin the game. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll hand it off. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Well, Chris, you think about over the years with the Gators and their offense, it's always about Steve Spurrier and spreading it out and fun and gun and attacking downfield. But I think these great Gator teams, they have an ability to do what we just saw right here. Pick up a first down on the ground, relying on that offensive line and their running back.
Gets into space at the 50. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This is a risky call by the offense. A lot of times you'll see these plays get blown up, but not here. The receiver turns on the jets and makes a big play downfield for a nice chunk of yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Change of pace, now looking to throw the football. The pass rush closing in. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Well, I thought the defense had him here, Chris. He should be down in the backfield, but instead he gets out of the pressure and actually picks up some positive yards.
It's third down for the offense. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, incomplete. He's very lucky that wasn't intercepted here on the opening possession. I'd like to have that one back. It's going to bring up fourth down. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Trying for a fourth down completion. He's got it. Enough for a first down. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Well, the defense is in the right coverage here. It looked like they have exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on fourth down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Gonna run it. It's Silva. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping and doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Now it's second down here. Oh, it's a reverse. They get him, but what a spin move. That's one for the highlight reel.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in the running game, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here, and it's not going to change anytime soon.
They'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. And the the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. He hands it off from the gun. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
An inside give now from the shotgun. Moves the ball to the 25, good enough for a first down.
Chris, a really good job here by this back to be able to find that hole and pick up the yards for this first down. And, boy, Georgia's had some good backs over the years, and this young man is living up to that tradition today.
The sophomore able to bring him down quickly. And remember, the last time these rivals met, Kirk, these guys dropped the hammer. It got ugly.
And, Chris, don't underestimate the mental anguish that can put on a team. It's important that this defense plays well and tries to get the ball back to their own offense to give them a chance to build their confidence up.
The gain moves the ball to the 34.
Just love watching his back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice, solid gain.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Can he make it to the marker? Stopped at the 43, but that's enough to make a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Completion sets up a second down play. Short connection to the tight end here. Breaking free at the 35. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
Now they get set to kick it away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Gators offense retakes the field. The last possession was just old school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down. Well, Cook, you played in rivalry games. No shortage of inspiration, but how do you manage the emotion of it all?
Well, I think you need great leadership from the team. Sometimes teams don't handle the emotions of it, and the game can get sideways on you. The teams that play the best in rivalry games are the teams that have the best leaders to keep them focused on the task at hand.
The Gators begin a new series here. 1st and 10. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. He's brought down out at the 46.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice game.
Clock is running last minute in a very entertaining first quarter of play. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He escapes the sack. Didn't see anybody open, just throws it away. That's now going to bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Caught quickly. Stopped at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on third down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's caught downfield. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end. And the Gators looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
Trying for the touchdown. They'll test the left side. And he'll make it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida. They're setting out to try the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He's tackled at the 10. Not good field position to start the drive.
Georgia offense will take over 1st and 10.
And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown from the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Tough running there, breaks a tackle, picks up the first down.
Look, I realize on any play call that is properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Tackle made at the 37. That's a solid game.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
It's a quick grab. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
It was a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Chris, it's the consistency in his back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Powers through the tackle. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Boy, how about about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Just a great play on the ball by the defensive back, getting a hand on it and tipping it up into the air. Boy, anytime you see a tip go up, often that defense is thinking interception. This one falls to the ground, but the next tip ball could be going the other way.
Receiver steps out just short of the goal line.
Here the defense was committed to stop the run. And in an RPO, that's a dangerous thing to do. The quarterback sensed that, just pulled the ball out, got it out to the right flat for some good yards.
On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, when you put together this kind of drive, you're this close, inside the 3-yard line, you've got to come away here with a touchdown.
That's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Great defensive play on 4th down.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or 2 beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill curve.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Quick catch over the middle. He stopped, but he gets a first down. Tackle made, but a strong arm throw by the senior quarterback. First down and 10 now. Using his legs, it's Silva.
You know, in an era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage, not give up big run plays.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Short throw complete to the tight end.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
That short completion sets up a 3rd down play. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch. horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards, didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
4th down now. Time for perhaps one more play before we hit the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning of this close, competitive first half. The offense already has one 4th down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Good catch made on the sideline. That's enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinators calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's 2nd and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd inches, but sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Here's the 2nd down play. They'll run it from the gun. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. The Gators come to the line in a hurry-up. Looking to throw it on first down. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. He's going to bring up 2nd down.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it over.
And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The 11th play of this marathon drive, but it's 3rd and long now. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Catch made on the right side. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down. The defense will... Timeout here to make some adjustments. It's 4th down and a long way to go, but they're going to go for it. That wasn't alert enough. Didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Fourth down and very long, but the offense still on the field. They're going to go. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Can you believe it? Another delay of game penalty on this drive. Wow. So the offense will decline the penalty and just take the result of that play. The Gators will have to kick this away. Finally, the first punt of the game, hoping to pin them back deep. This will be fair caught back at the 10-yard line. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? The DB's backing off from the line now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Even in a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Well, Chris, I can tell you as a quarterback, there's nothing more frustrating than a big defensive lineman who's good at swatting the ball. Because if they don't do it, oftentimes you got an open receiver and a completion.
Receiver in motion now. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. And he'll be sacked back at the 2-yard line. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone. Still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? It'll end up being a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
The fair catch made at the 30-yard line. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here, less than 30 seconds before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Snags a quick throw. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the first down marker.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. And the freshman making an impact play there. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. To the offense, looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Drop for a loss after the catch on 3rd down. Sets up a 4th down now. So a timeout is called. Just 4 seconds left here in the first half. And the Gators bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. And he boots it high into the air. And this one will be fair caught. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Gators will kick this away to begin the second half. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. And he lobs it deep down the middle. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on 1st down, but missed it.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
They'll tackle him right at the 31.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Ball handed off. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. Fourth down and 2. hesitation. The offense is on the field. Handoff here from the shotgun. So the choice to go for it doesn't pan out this time.
Chris, I understand being down a couple scores, it's fourth down, you've got good field position. Hey, let's keep this drive alive. I understand why you go for it. Unfortunately, not able to execute it. This could cost him the ball game.
And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Second down play coming up for this offense. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. The receiver's got it on a jet sweep. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Outstanding play call here to come up with that big gain and get a first down. Get the ball out wide. You know, sometimes you just want to get the ball to your playmakers and trust that they can create some extra yards.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Oh, here comes the reverse. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
There are so many play callers that get into the red zone and they get worried about the negative aspects of a certain play call. But not this guy. I love that you're willing to take advantage of your playmakers, do whatever it takes to gain yards and put the ball into their hands.
First and goal, handoff. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. Well, the energy really building now, but they're not careful. This could get ugly.
Chris, this offense has been impressive the entire game. One of the great things about rivalry games is you'll never forget this kind of performance.
Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He makes the grab, a successful two-point try, and they bump the lead up even more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. Remember last time they went for it on fourth down and got stopped. The opponent went right down the field. See if they can recover from that here. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looks like he's going to run it. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain.
That's how you get after the quarterback. This is a great play by the defense of being able to affect the timing between the quarterback and the receiver. And, man, how about the hit at the end of the play? Man, he laid the hit stick on him there.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver makes the grab. He's found some room at the 45. Big gain across midfield all the way down to the 34-yard line. First down here for this offense. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. They stop him at the 22. This offense in great scoring position now.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Powering right past the defender. He's swarmed by the defense. Dogs looking to cash in this red zone trip. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Tackle, block, forced down.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you get a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
And he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
So much pressure on the defense against the RPO because you're always going to be wrong if it's executed correctly. Here, they were determined to stop the run. The problem is you leave yourself vulnerable to a throw into a flat. Right flat's open, the quarterback makes the right throw, and look at these yards.
And he goes nowhere. Stop pull behind the line of scrimmage.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Can he get there on the ground? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And they tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Returner decides to fair catch this. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? First play of the drive, they come out throwing. And he dumps it off to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
He'll test the right side here. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Florida.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And he'll set up to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score. Florida 24, Georgia 14.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Trying to get the ball to the perimeter on the jet sweep. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Man, I love this call here by going with the jet sweep and get the ball in the hands of an outstanding playmaker. He gets around the edge and gets into space with that kind of speed. He's dangerous.
The Gators starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Handoff to the back. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Reverse. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
You know, even though positive yards are gained here, I think the defense has to be happy on how they prepared coming into the game for these kind of different looks. They looked very aware that these formations and plays could happen on any given down.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. They'll try the option play here. Back's got it on the pitch.
Boy, the defense does everything right here. Not only do they come up with a stop to force 4th down, but also they stop the clock by getting him out of bounds.
So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. They don't get the snap off in time. That'll cost them. And the Gators will send the punt team onto the field. They'll kick it away here. And this one down about the 10.
Well, the coverage unit does their job here. They're fired up, and they should be. Of course, the punter got some help from his friend, the football, right? What a kick to set them up in a good spot for the defense to go to work.
The guys up front line up. It's 1st down. The secondary backed up off the ball now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Running back.
Come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Makes a quick grab. Good enough for 1st down yardage.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Running out of time in the pocket. Breaks loose at the 40. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Well, there you go. You save your best scramble today for a bit of a situation in the fourth quarter, and you pick up the first. I mean, you don't want to use that early in the game, right? You want to make sure you save it for the exact moment in the key time and key moment in the game, and that's what he did. Although, you and I both know it wasn't planned that way, but a great job of using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing it was time to go.
The game makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a short completion of the tight end. Brought down, but it's past the line of the game.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And it's picked off in the end zone. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Toss play to the outside. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
Oh, it's a reverse. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. And now the defense will call a timeout before this critical down, just to get everybody on the same page. The Gators will line up to hunt it away. Not the way he wanted to kick it. We'll see what he can do with the return. Creative running there. And he's going to head out of bounds, but not before picking up some good yardage on the return. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Looking for his big tight end. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch, does get the foot down.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Georgia now operating in the red zone. And looking to throw now on first down. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Tackled down at the 3 after the catch. Defense up against it now.
Crispy gets so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And the defense has to pay attention to him. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That's a crucial score, Kirk. Makes it a one-possession game and makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
Getting set to kick the ball off now. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Florida offense is back out on the field now. They're coming off a 3 and out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And they start the drive with an end-around play. That run takes it across the 30-yard line.
Boy, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the fourth quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Important second down play coming up. Handoff as they try to work the clock here. Zero running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. And that's a great example that he's up to it.
And there's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the offense will just take a knee here. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. But let's be honest, all wins are not equal. You go in there and hammer your rival and get bragging rights. That's sweet, man.
Yeah, this one is a little bit different. I mean, this is a game you anticipate, you look forward to the entire offseason. You're thinking about it. Now you get a big win against your rival. You're riding that high much longer than your standard win.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.